Haha, Peter Parker, I know Octavius isn't controlling you anymore. This is getting old.
Alrighty, hey, welcome to Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour. I'm Dave.
And I'm Rick.
And in this issue, we are going to talk about a few of the new Marvel relaunches here that's come out lately. And so Rick and I have been reading a few of them, tried out a couple new books, see what we thought. And first one we're going to talk about is Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Rick picked this one up, and he enjoyed it so much that he passed it on to me.
I figured why keep the illness to myself.
So basically, yeah, we didn't care for it. Just to be honest with you.
We didn't care for it. I mean, I don't know. For myself, reading it, I didn't like the whole LMD dum-dum at all. And when they had Sitwell being a zombie, that didn't sit well for me. And, you know, a respected character from Iron Man, S.H.I.E.L.D. agent being displayed as a comedic or some kind of zombie, I didn't like it. I thought he should get better. I didn't like that character being treated that way.
Yeah.
But besides, the story was bad. I didn't get into it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm just gonna say it's not my cup of tea. I didn't like the way it
looks like it ought to be kind of cool, but I don't think they managed to do it.
No, I mean the Monster Hunter thing angle is pretty cool. I thought that's why I picked it up, but it just doesn't fly. I mean, with the characters, it just doesn't fly with me. I mean, the artwork was okay.
Yeah, the artwork was nice. I'll give them that. I mean, the artwork's nice, but the story just didn't grab us. So, you know, I think this is a one and done issue. For Rick picked it up, so he saved me some money on that one. So, but here
it's what happens. But I gave it a shot, so that's all I can say. I mean, I don't think issue 2 or 3 are going to change my mind. I mean, like I said, I just didn't get into it as much as I should. I would rather have this like the 1940s where he's still like alive after World War II and doing this kind of stuff and had a different crew, but I just don't. And not just that, it's just I don't think the story just grabbed me. Even the writing didn't grab me. I mean, it's not just the characters, it's just like the writing didn't grab me. I mean, I didn't want to stay with the book. It took me a while to read it, to tell you the truth. I just couldn't do it all in one sitting.
No.
And my eyes were getting too much overload of ugliness. And
it's not that, it's only 20 pages, you know. So.
Yeah, but
that's pretty bad when that's not a good comic.
When 20 pages. But yeah, maybe not. I mean, hey, if this was your cup of tea, hey, fine. But for me, it was not. I did not like it. I didn't like the execution.
Didn't care for it either.
The art was good, but the story I didn't think, and the concept is lost on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. So I picked up Hercules #1. Now I was kind of hoping this would be a little more cooler than it is, but it didn't really strike me either. The art's really well done, and they got Hercules and Gilgamesh living in New York City, and Hercules has finally decided that he's going to man up and quit goofing off and become the hero that legend says he is. And so basically it's just spent all this time reestablishing some of that, and Gilgamesh is just kind of sitting around the living room not doing anything, and Hercules is trying to get him up off his butt to do something, and so he's kind of a hero for hire in a sort of way. He's pass out business cards, so somebody needs help.
Okay. So something like, almost like what Power Man did in the occasion at the
beginning. Sort of like that. And so, I don't know, it just didn't.
So that one didn't grab your interest either?
There's no more so than the Howling Commandos one.
That's too bad, because you seem to have been a Hercules fan.
Oh yeah, I still like Hercules, but
not in that.
I just don't.
In that vein.
Yeah, I don't think the story to me is going to fly. So anyway, now we're going to move on to something that we both liked a little bit better. And so we got the first 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man.
That's right.
And for those guys of you who've been watching our show know that Rick and I are big Spider-Man fans.
Now, you can tell.
Yes, if you can't tell, Rick is a big Spider-Man fan. He's doing the Marvel, and I got the DC on tonight. But anyhow, so we got Spidey, kind of business is taking off. He's become quite rich. He's got labs and everything set up all over the world.
Right. In issue 1, though, it was kind of surprising to see the new Spider-Mobile.
Yeah, they got a new Spider-Mobile.
And that was, you know, you turn the page and there, what? Where did this thing come from?
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Him and Mockingbird all
Yeah.
over the place in this Spider-Mobile in Shanghai. But so it looks like his money is paying off. He got himself a new vehicle, and so it's kind of for me and Dave being old school Spider-Man fans when he was a broke Peter Parker, and then all of a sudden, thanks to Doc Ock, now he's a multi-billionaire, and I know he claims himself to be a poor man's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So, but still, he has money, and so it's kind of weird trying to get used to this new thing.
Yeah.
With him, to me, it's hard. Not hard, but it's kind of weird to get adjusting to the new era of Spider-Man. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's going to take a little while getting used to him being successful and being able to finally, that potential that they've been building up for 50 years is finally paying off a little bit.
Right.
He's using his scientific genius and his good-heartedness and everything he's using his efforts to, you know, do the right thing and become the superhero that he really should be. And plus, I just lost my train of thought on something.
Well, anyway, also, why are you trying to regain your train of thought here?
Yeah, it was just
also getting used to him being part of a team, like not only the Avengers, but working hand in hand with S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Yeah, he's
and helping them with their tech and stuff, and that so it's kind of, you know, so see him not being such a loner anymore, and him being out there and interacting with different organizations.
Yeah, so I guess if we're going to compare it to something that was done before, it'd be like early Iron Man.
Right.
Where Spider-Man is his bodyguard, and he has the Prowler doubling for him to kind of show that Spider-Man and Peter Parker are actually two separate people.
Yeah. Iron Man really didn't have that much, but
not until he got later in. Until
with Rhodes,
joined in,
but Peter Parker, but Robbie has been Spider-Man before in the early books when he was trying to fool his friends, and I think Captain Stacy when he was trying to convince them that he wasn't the same person. But it's been done before, but you know, he's still trying to fill in for Spider-Man without the spider sense, and in some of these books, some of the stories, you see that hurts him because he can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah.
But the first book here for $5.99 was okay, but then the back of the book is mostly, I would say, previews or like trailers for future books.
Yeah.
Like several of them, not just one, but I mean several of them.
Yeah, all the spider-related titles, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if that was. I'm not sure how long the first story was, but
I think it was a little longer than usual, but
yeah, it might have been. But $5.99, and then to spend another several. I mean, he spent like 3 pages on the trailers.
Yeah.
So right there is probably about 12 pages of story that we're not getting from Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're just trailers. They're not like.
Yeah, they're like previews or something coming up for all the other
Spider-Man and
the Spider
Warriors
and all this other stuff.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Silk and
Silk. But anyway, but the other thing to get used to in the Spider-Man books is like now he has all these things like the Spider-Mobile, the Spider-Copter, the Spider thing, the Spider this, like Batman has. So he has like all these different things. All we need now is like maybe a Spider Dog, and we'll be set.
Yeah, we might be.
I know there's a Spider Monkey, but we need like a Spider Dog, like you know.
Yeah. But anyway, by issue 3,
yes,
we have the
well, the main villain, I guess we should say in these 3 books so far is Zodiac. The Raptor.
Yeah, the Zodiac's
the Raptor is webware technology, so that's where they come in. Or a big organization, I guess something that I guess you can put like Hydra or something like that. So that's what kind of organization we're dealing with Zodiac.
Yeah.
And they're after like all the special technology out there. And right now on their target is the webware.
Yeah.
So we spend 3 issues for Zodiac.
So far. I think he's going to be continued on for the next few issues as the background villains. And
well, yeah, this has to last long enough for a graphic novel. So we have to make sure
at least another 3 issues for sure.
We have to
maybe
make
more.
sure the graphic novel story is in there.
But what I was trying to get to in issue 3, we have the big wasted battle of Peter Parker and Human Torch, and I thought the Human Torch just they had him overreacting just a little bit too much.
Yeah,
without,
to get to the fight. Yeah, to get to the fight scene.
Yeah, just
in
for
the
them
past,
to fight.
Right. Yeah, this is like a homage to the past where Spider-Man and Human Torch always did battle from early on. I mean, real early on in the Lee run. But anyway, it's been going on for years, and I just thought you're right. It was him overreacting to the big surprise here. If you haven't known about it, or spoiler, is that Peter Parker bought the Baxter Building.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah. And so if the Human Torch, of course, they always play him as a bit of hot-headed character, but also if you've been reading any of the Fantastic Four and whatever, he's actually kind of mellowed out and matured a little bit over the years too.
True.
Just like Peter has.
Yeah.
So the way this was written for this story, I thought Slott just kind of overdid it a little bit with the...
Yeah. And I know where Slott was trying to go with that, and I kind of respect that, but still, with how, like you said, Johnny has aged over the years, like Peter, this shouldn't have happened. I mean, I can see why it did, trying to do the whole Spider-Man and Human Torch battle thing again. It's been going on for ages, but like I said, I thought Slott did a little too much with the Human Torch,
and burning holes in the building and trashing things.
Yeah, I mean
like
Torch
seriously.
Fighting inside the building where actually people could get hurt. So, I mean, I don't see that happening. I don't think the Human Torch would act like that in today's.
Yeah.
But like I said, Slott was doing a little bit too much there. And there's a big surprise at the end of Spider-Man 3. And we can't tell you about that either. But, though also he has Harry Osborn.
Oh yeah, he hired him to help.
Who is now as Harry Lyman, but changed his name so no one would know that he's
associated
with his father Norman.
Yeah.
So that should be foreshadowing for like something else coming up, but
yeah, and Harry's still acting a little bit on edge there. So
he thinks Peter Parker. It's weird how he's acting. Oh, Peter Parker's my best friend, and it's like it's like he's too mellow. It's not like he was like the Harry of the Silver Age at all. I mean, they should. I mean, I wish he'd get back to like how he was. Get back to his real character instead of like some. I
don't know if they've taken into account of all the stuff that's happened.
Yeah, but still, I wish that they. I mean, it seems like he's just too, palsy, wowsy, and clingy for Parker. But anyway, he's working for his company inside the Baxter Building, and so the Baxter Building. So it was Peter Parker and Spider-Man and the Human Torch battling. That kind of brings back to the Baxter Building always being under attack by somebody, and people getting endangered. So that shouldn't even. So I mean, Peter Parker should be ushering a new age of the Baxter Building where there's no dimensional things happening or no supervillains attacking and battles everywhere.
If Spider-Man's shown hanging around there once in a while, that could attract a supervillain.
That's true, because he's a bodyguard, and that's going to attract. So we'll see how that plays out. Plus, we'll see how Jameson feels about Parker, because after his two-facedness about Peter Parker shows up in the number 3 too. So it's pretty interesting, but. All in all, I like, Slott is still the writer in the relaunch of all these new number 1s that have to come out every 2 or 3 years because, we can't
count past.
Some of you guys can't count past 24 or 36, so we have to restart. So you can't get higher than that for some reason.
Yeah, it's getting annoying.
It makes you guys happy.
Although some of the DC titles are pushing 50, so we'll see.
Yeah, they might be. They
might actually make it before they.
DC seems to be not trying
crashing and burning here.
But when they have to actually, because they have an event, they still don't restart the numbering. That's kind of but that's DC.
They just give it a point something or just have.
And I guess to be done with it, we both still like the title and we still like what Slott's doing with Peter Parker and making him an adult, which I guess had to happen sooner. Which had to happen. I mean, we just couldn't keep him the poor kid shooting photographs for J. Jonah Jameson forever. I suppose. I mean, we could, but
they didn't give that job to Miles now.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Miles.
Miles.
The kid's name.
Other kid, Miles.
Yeah, the other Spider Kid.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Spider-Man, like we need 14 Spider-Men in the universe.
Yeah. That's some of those ads back there. We're talking to the Spider Warriors who were filling in for the Spider-Men that were killed in the Spider-Verse wars, and they're running around to different places to fill in for where some were killed. So that was a job for them Spider Warriors was to jump from universe to universe. Or different dimensions.
If you're a fan of Peter Porker, then you can pick that book up.
And Spider-Gwen as well.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen's in there.
A few others. And
So,
but that seems to be their job, is to get together every once in a while and go back and go to these different Spider-Verses and help and fill in where the other Spider-Man isn't. And I guess they know when to pop in and help out with a certain villain.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
probably attached to that web thing or something. I don't know. We
Yeah.
haven't read the book, so we don't
no,
know.
we just
really.
read the trailer, so we don't
Yeah.
know.
But
And I don't think we plan on picking up the book, do we? I don't.
I
anyway.
don't. No, I'm sticking with just Amazing Spider-Man, and so I'm not going to get the other 14 Spider-Man books.
Yeah.
So that's just
Right.
just.
Remember we used to make
ridiculous.
fun of DC for having so many Bat titles or so many
Oh, they
Superman
still
titles.
do.
They still do, but yet Marvel does it now, so we can't make fun of
Yeah.
DC because Marvel does it now. I mean, Marvel really had. I mean,
Oh yeah, they've overkilled on the.
so yeah, so
Okay.
Marvel has somebody is doing this, so we can't just say, well, DC does this because now Marvel does it, so we
Yeah.
can't really pick on DC about that.
They're all
anymore.
about the same anymore, aren't they?
Right. So to make a short review even longer, we just went on some more here. So, but anyway.
Yak. And see what happens when we don't do a show for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just going to just sit there and talk, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If you're still listening,
But
why?
yeah, why? What's wrong with you? God,
Stick around. We're not done.
nope. Yeah, one more or two.
Yeah, we got one
But
more thing here to talk
Thumbs up
about.
on the Spider-Man so far. The art is good still, and Slott is still doing a good Spider-Man in the adult life of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And there are still, things going on, but there's still the old villains are around, so, and the different, But anyway, enough of that. Pick up Spider-Man if you're not. And what's the next one, Dave?
Okay, I picked up the first couple issues of Doctor Strange. Yes. So, they haven't had a Doctor Strange book, single title, and for 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, this would be cool since a relaunch and everything. I thought I'm going to diverse my reading a little bit, because before mostly I was just reading Spider-Man and Avengers for the most part, and Guardians
Fantastic
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Flop and a few others.
Yeah, but at any rate, so I thought, well, I'll try some Doctor Strange. And actually, I am enjoying this book. This is very well done. First couple issues here, they have I don't know, it's kind of neat how they're showing the world. I guess the magic has shifted a little bit after all this Secret Wars stuff that happened or is happening or whatever. And so they're kind of have to relearn how the magic works in the universe. And so things aren't quite working like they used to. For example, this girl gets possessed by these demon things, and she's got this demon mouth on top of her head, which is really gross and freaky.
Sounds like it.
So she goes to Doctor Strange and sees she can get some help, and here he finds out these are beings that have never entered our dimension, so he had to find a way to, of course, get rid of them. And then it's kind of neat also, they're going around his house, his sanctum sanctorum, is how you say that?
I haven't read the book. So.
No, okay. Well, the Doctor Strange's house, I don't know if you...
No, maybe it is a sectorum. It sounds about right.
But anyway, Doctor Strange's house. So they're taking a trip around the house, and you got to stay out of the refrigerator. Don't go in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Okay, that was the big emphasis. And if you're walking through the house, don't touch anything but wherever you're walking on the floor, because there's all kinds of mystical bugs and demons and books and artifacts laying around that you just don't want to pick up, because you might pick up the wrong thing and end up in another dimension, which I think happens in this one, and if I recall correctly. So anyhow, I like the Doctor Strange. I'm gonna have to pass it on here to Rick and let him read them.
Who's writing the book, Dave?
Aaron, that's the last name, and Bencello is doing the art.
So how's the art in that book? You like the art?
I like the art.
Okay.
So
And plus, you must like the writing too, since you're staying on with the book.
yeah, so I think I'm gonna stick with this one. And so here's a splash page for you to check out. So that's the first issue, and this is kind of neat. Doctor Strange is, battling this demon, and he's floating around this little girl's bedroom, and he's in another dimension, of course, battling the demon that she's possessed with, and then they just kind of shows him taking a walk and how he sees the world around New York City, and he sees all the mystical elements of everything. So it's pretty neat. I'm enjoying it a lot, and There's some more artwork for you to look at if you can see that. But oops. So I give it a thumbs up, and it's a pretty good read. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you take a shot at it. So, anything else you want to talk about?
No. So are all Marvel books $3.99? Is that because I mean I know DC?
Yeah, well, some of the first issues are $4.99, but looks like they're going to settle on $3.99 for right now anyway.
So there won't be like DC still has some $2.99 running around.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's all we got this issue. I mean, plus we delved into a lot of the books here for Marvel, and I hope our reviews help. If they don't, well, at least you watched it, and so that's what we wanted.
Yeah. Maybe Rick will put a cute girl at the front of the video for you to watch, so you know.
I'll think about it. Cute girl. So at least watch the first 10 seconds of
maybe we ought to put it at the end and tease them till the end, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We can do that. Put them at both ends, huh? Like a sandwich. Rick and Dave's pretty girl sandwich.
Oh, that has all kinds of bad jokes
Yes,
there.
Well, anyway, thanks for watching.
That's right.
And we'll catch you later.
Bye.
Good day.